Hey friend, I'm back. Let me tell you, Phoenix is hotter than that thing. It's hotter than that thing. I'll talk about our trip in a moment, but we came back early yesterday and I basically laid out. I didn't have time to check on anything, but we had one casualty and it was my fault because I forgot to remind them that my son, my youngest son, planted at school for Mother's Day. It needed to be watered every day. That didn't happen. I may repot it outside. I don't know, but I'll see what I can do to save it. But let's go outside. You see my mess. I was in the middle of putting away groceries. But let's see. No, not yet. Whenever they hear the lock go off, they like, oh, we ready to go outside. All right. I didn't have my son, oh, my finger in the way, water this plant. It's from seeds. I forgot what plant it is. It's from my sister. But it's still alive. Look, mint. Mint in my grass. Even when if it's in a container. I didn't have my son water this plant over here, this hosta, but we still alive. That's what all that still looks like there. The clematis, the plant my boys picked out. Now I don't think I talked about it at all. Took out the squash that was there. You see the vine that I had took out on one of my videos on the other end of the fence, growing all stupid right here. And it's intermingling, I think, with my strawberries. I'm gonna have to get that. But anyway, took out the squash, but gooseberries still growing, doing good. Pull this. Ugh. Lettuce, holding on with this heat. My watermelon, she just is over it. I didn't plant anything in here with you, so. Hey, strawberries, you just growing everywhere, ain't you? Hi, B. Oh, my broccoli. I mean, it tried to get some type of head. It grew weird. I think I'm going to give up on this tomato plant. Ooh, I got onions ready. Yeah, I'll get that. Waited too long to get anything from my chamomile tea. I didn't harvest this like I said I was going to. Too much was happening. My basil going to flower. My grape plant. I'm just going to let it latch onto the fence. That's fine. That celery has been gone. I just didn't pull it. This one's doing okay. Look at the onions. That tomato plant is gone. I'm going to get the 2 tomatoes off of it and probably pull it. But the marigold said, hey, I'm here. Pepper plant is blah. My beans are blah. I got beans. I picked some of them went bad though. I gotta get them beans. I gotta harvest my potatoes, thyme, carrot. My rose bush, she is doing it. All right, let's see how these are looking. I see something that I don't know if I'm gonna like. They said, I'm still alive. I'm still alive. Look at you. I didn't even cut this off. But I don't know how you got damaged in here. Okay. All in all, I'm pretty pleased. I'm going to finish putting my groceries away, and then I'm going to come back and harvest, pull weeds, and things like that. So hold on for a moment. It's better. This is the flowers that vine gets. Those red berries. And those berries are what is so poisonous. Hopefully I got that on camera. With my watermelon, this isn't really getting any bigger. So I don't know. I'll leave it on for a few more days, but they're not really getting any bigger. All this isn't lemongrass. This is a tomato plant. Pull this onion. It was leaning over. This onion was ready. I'll probably use this cookie. Waited too long for my chamomile. Pretty sure. I'll look it up to see what I could do with it in that state. But I gotta try to get back there. Let's see. And get that vine that's growing up in my fence right there. See if I can reach. Looks a little better. My garlic. I didn't grow this from seed. I had a clove that I didn't use that I bought from the store, so I just put the one little sliver of that clove in there, and it grew back this. Look at those storm clouds. It's gonna rain on me at any moment. Pull these. They weren't doing nothing. I'm gonna let this do what it do, and I'm gonna collect the seeds. Tomatoes. Now this, I should have. I know it was a determinate tomato. I don't see the tag anymore, but lots of blooms. Oh, it wasn't even recording. I don't even know when to stop. I picked the tomatoes off of this plant because it's done. It looks done. And I pick my tomatoes when they're green so I can enjoy them before the animals do. I might put my tomatillo plant in this cage so it can stay up better. So my marigolds can have some more room because that tomato plant was actually planted in the middle. And now my marigolds can have more room to flourish. Dead head. Some of the ones that are gone. Yeah, these are going to end up being seeds. Big, huge weed back there. I'm going to try to pull that. Not too bad. Maybe tomorrow I'll harvest those potatoes that are over there. Hopefully I got them right there. Need to pick these carrots. Rosebush, she got happy. These seed pods are ready. I'm gonna cut the seed pods off the grill. I'm looking up at my shade cloth. Animals messing with my stuff. Well, one thing that didn't survive being in the greenhouse, and this was pretty good before I put it in there. But I think it has some new leaves right there, so maybe it'll come back. My sclera lost some leaves. It's got some new ones coming. But what looks like it's going to be a hit. Remember I said I didn't think this plant was dead yet? Look at all that. Zay Zay! Look. Your plant came back. It's got new buds where it was dying. See, I told you it wasn't all the way gone. I told ya. And look at this leaf Miss Ma'am pushed out. Yes? The leaves pushing out big leaves since being out here. I just let the weeds take over these pots. Who cares, right? But I wasn't coming out here watering it, so whatever grew in it wanted to grow, and that's what grew. Now I just gotta clean up my mess. I'm gonna give my tomatillo plant that won't stand up that tomato cage. Then we'll have a talk about my vacation. Okay. Mint, lemon balm, going all crazy, weeds, trying to make a comeback. Not today, but someday I'm gonna get in there within the next week and weed again before it gets bad. But yeah, I get a nice lemon balm bush in my compost and weeds, mint. You know, they say to plant mint in a container so it won't spread. False. Mint has it in it to spread. It wants to spread. That's what it wants. And whether you have it in a container, you don't let it seed, you let it seed, mint's gonna spread. And that's exactly what it did, because I got mint by my patio. I'm gonna sit down and talk to you about my trip. So let me finish cleaning up. We live by a high school and the band is practicing. School starts back for the children in 9 days. I'm already going to start the kids having their normal bedtime routine. This year, I'm going to let the oldest have a later bedtime. I was doing their bedtime at the same time because you know, they both want to be read to and certain routines that we have, so it was just easier to do them at the same time, which meant that the older one had to go to sleep earlier. But time for him to grow up. I'm still gonna have a bedtime routine, but he's gonna get to go to sleep about 2 hours later than the youngest one. Trip. We went to Phoenix, Arizona in the summertime. Baby, it was hot. It was a high of 113, 115. And yes, it's different in the Chicagoland area because when it gets hot and it gets humid, it's oppressive. It's not really an oppressive heat, but it's just hot. Like when I first got there, if I was outside for longer than 10 minutes, my ear would ache. It just was heat. Which in turn, as far as me and my boo is concerned, we did not venture outside that often until it was evening time. At night, the pool felt great. I think we were one of the few that actually, us and one other person actually enjoyed the pool over there. But I'll put up pictures as far as where we stayed. I did not take any pictures really. I took some video on the way to the house. I took some video of the pool, some pictures of the house. I didn't really take too many pictures of us actually being there, which I regret. I regret that I didn't get some rocks or some sand for my kids so they can have that collection. They like collecting rocks. I didn't do that. I hate that the one day that we should have went out and sightseed, we didn't do. Definitely will return to Phoenix, but not during the summer months, during the other months. Someone explained it to me really well. When it's the summer, the 3 months, that's like how we treat wintertime. For 3 months out the year, people really, I mean, we're going out, but it's not like how it is any other time. Outside is just not the thing. That's how it is summertime Phoenix. I get that. But I was just sitting there thinking it's 115. I'm seeing homeless people. The trees they have there really don't give that much shade. Being on this trip, me and my boo, first trip, 11 years. It was our first trip together without the kids. And also it being a group trip made me see my boo and just like I have the highest regard for my man, my hubby. But baby, it threw it all the way through the roof. I am so appreciative of that man. And I hope you can even hear this because it's windy. I love that man. I really do. I love you because my eyes were open to a lot of stuff. And yeah, we got there before everybody else, hours before everybody else. So we went to go see Deadpool and Wolverine. So happy. I haven't really talked about it much on this channel. You know, I play Pokemon, but I love Marvel. I love the comic books. I love the MCU. But Deadpool is one of my favorite characters. And if you didn't know, that's why Xavier's name is Xavier. The youngest, I really wanted to name him Logan, but Boo wasn't having that. But I also love Game of Thrones, like, and I become obsessive about the shows that I like or the movies or the genres. I really like hyperfixate. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. Um, but being Deadpool and Wolverine and Phoenix, that was cool. We got something to eat, something quick to eat, and then We got the code to get into the house early, so we had some time to ourselves before other people got there. So I got my shower in and just, organized my room. It was I want to say it was like a 7 bedroom home. Oh, I hope this wind is not going to be too much winning. I hope. But it was a 7 bedroom home. And the way they had it, they had the primary suite. I say primary. But it has its own bedroom on one side. And then also on that side, it was 2 rooms that had king size beds and another room that had 2 full size beds. So those 3 bedrooms shared one bathroom. And then on the other side of the house, there was like 3 more bedrooms, I want to say. One of them just had a full size, and then the other ones were queen. And the ones that had the queen size beds, they had their own what do you call it, a half bath, so it was just a toilet and sink. But they still had to share the shower on that side, which was a beautiful shower. Me and Boo, we got weight on us, so we picked the one with the king size bed with the other bathroom in hopes that everybody else was gonna pick the other side because the shower on the other side was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. And for the most part, that's pretty much what happened. We only had to share the bathroom with one other person who was a guy, but it was even less nasty. So I was glad. Um, we did not go on that vacation to rip and run and do a whole bunch of stuff. We really would have liked to sightsee a little bit more, but that vacation was more so just to chill. I mean, we just wanted to chill, not have to worry about work, the house, what have you. If all we did was lay around and watch TV or talk to each other, that's what we did. And we were happy because we like each other and we love each other's company. And I say like because you could love someone and not like them. So the people who were there, it was basically 3 couples, 2 solos, and an extra that popped up. That was a solo. The people that we went with, it's really one of my boo's friends and his girl, and then his people, the family and friends. So I have a rapport with um friend and his lady, but not really with the other people. And one thing, and I'm sure that they didn't understand, is that I'm an introvert and I really need to be comfortable with you to come out of my shell. Now, talking to people, even people I don't know one on one individually, I got you. I could talk. I could talk. But when it becomes a group setting, my social media goes and it's just too much going on. And I'm not trying to impose myself on anybody else's conversation. Y'all know each other. I don't really know you that well. What you got going on is none of my business. Um, so I'll just be there. I am perfectly happy because I am an introvert. Whether it's just a situation or whether I'm not pleased with what's going on, whether I know them, whether I don't know them, whether I'm cool with them, whether I'm not. It doesn't matter the situation. I am okay with getting a drink, doing whatever I gotta do, and sitting on the couch by myself watching TV. It's not bothering me. It really isn't. And if anyone feels like I am antisocial because of that, so be it. But I'm just not the type of person to be in a group of people. I just don't like it. I have to really, really, hold on. Someone pulled up and I don't recognize the car, so I have to see what's going on. It's just moseying. Um, so what is he doing? I don't even know where I was at, but if you know me one on one, yeah, I'm the most outgoing introvert that you'll ever really meet. And a lot of people don't understand that about me, and that's okay. Anyway, friend, that's all I'm going to say about that trip. I don't want to go into any detail about anything else, but just know that me and Boo, we have fun. We were safe. We came home safely. We enjoyed each other's company. We talked to the wee hours of the morning. Um, and we just had a chance. Just that one-on-one time was just, it was everything to me. I can't wait until the next time that we get to go on a trip. Beautiful scenery. Anybody watching me that's in Phoenix? Beautiful. I'm happy to be back. Thankful for the Lord's protection and keeping us safe and bringing us back home. Oh, one thing I will say, if you're a tall person, don't fly Frontier. We did the business class zone 1 seats because we thought, because my boo, he's 6'6". He needs the leg room. I don't, but it wasn't even enough leg room for me. Like my legs was going through it. I was able to stretch out. On the way there, he got the first seat because usually that's more leg room. Wasn't enough leg room for him. He couldn't stretch out. He kept trying to put his leg in the aisle so he can have that space, but it just wasn't enough. So coming back, I switched his seat to the second row, thinking maybe he can put his feet underneath the chair so he could stretch out more. Negative. Couldn't do that because his knees were so up on the chair in front of him that he couldn't stretch out his legs. He just needed the space, and it just wasn't it. We're never flying Frontier ever again. Thanks for tuning in, friend. Sorry I didn't have a Saturday video, but I was living my best life. Thanks for tuning in, friend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.